Welcome everyone. My name is Tish Torres. I am the owner and operator of projectfruition.com. My aim is to make self-care sustainable, which means simple and accessible, which is why I'm so grateful to be partnering with Fit for Us and Color of Change to bring you this yoga for anxiety practice during this really chaotic time of year, especially with the election that just happened. It's a period of high adrenaline rush, right? And then we find out the news, and it's like coming off of that high, experiencing the downward, the crash of it. So welcome, welcome. Again, we will be doing a breathwork, meditation, and yin yoga practice. If you have folded blankets, you will need 2 to 3 of them. If you have pillows or bolsters, feel free to invite those as well to your practice. And if you have a yoga block or a really thick textbook or a cookbook, encyclopedia, if you still have one of those lying around, you can wrap it in a fluffy towel or a hand towel and use it as your block. Feel free to set your space. Maybe you want to dim the lights, light a candle, have some incense burning or essential oils, invite hydration, whatever is going to make you the most comfortable in your space. And we are going to begin in a comfortable seat here. So whatever that looks like for you, you have options. You can prop your hips up on a block. You can actually straddle a bolster or a block for saddle, like so. Find your comfortable seat. Root your sits bones down. Allow the spine to get nice and tall. We're going to keep our eyes open for this first portion of class. Settle in. Take a deep breath in. HA sound out. Maybe the shoulders roll down as you do it. Inhale. HA sound out. Bring your awareness to your environment. Maybe gaze around, just notice where you are in your space. Nothing to fix here. We're just connecting your mind to your body, incorporating your practice into the space. So just gaze around and notice. And as you do this, bring your awareness to your sense of hearing. Outside of my voice, what else are you hearing in your space? Perhaps there are cars going by, or maybe there's footsteps from the neighbors above you. If you are out in the country, maybe you have some crickets going. Just notice. And as you notice the sounds, bring your awareness to the smells that are around you. Maybe you're on the East Coast and you just got done cooking dinner. Or maybe you're a couple of time zones away and you just got done making breakfast. You might have incense burning or a candle. Again, nothing to fix, just notice. And now we'll bring our awareness to our body. Points of contact that our body makes with our space. So notice your feet. Perhaps they're grazing your shin bones like mine are, or maybe they are planted on the ground. Perhaps thigh bones are lifted. What are your hips sitting on? Maybe you're propping your back up against the wall behind you for support. Invite that if that's what your body is calling for. And before we close our eyes, I would like you to make yourself 10% more comfortable. Those adjustments that you need to make, some may call it fidgeting. In this space, we call it adjusting, getting comfortable in your space. So maybe an article of clothing needs to get adjusted, maybe your hair, want to pull it back or bring it forward. Settling in. And if you feel comfortable, come to close your eyes. Hands can be facing up on the thighs to receive, or palms facing down to ground. If you would like to gently clasp them together, where the thumbs touch and one hand is holding the other. Hips are supported by the earth. Inhale, spine gets nice and tall. Exhale, shoulders draw away from the ears. Receive the breath. Sigh it out. Forming your lips like a straw, slowly suck the air in through the straw. Blow out of the straw. Inhale through the straw for 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 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 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Last round. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Breathing at your pace. Noticing the sensations in your body here. Where are you holding tension? Notice and make the adjustments you need. This breathwork practice allows us to bring our minds from a thinking state, alpha waves that are short and jittery, into a beta state, daydreaming state, lengthening those brain waves. Receive the breath. Sigh it out. We're going to add on to that box breath that we just did by adding a hold at the top of the inhale and a hold at the bottom of the exhale. Slowly sucking in through the straw. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Blow out. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Last round. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathing at your pace. Again, noticing any sensations. How does your face feel? Are your brows furrowed? Is there tension in the shoulders? How are your hips doing? Make the adjustments that you need. Allowing yourself to drop deeper into your practice. Receive the breath. Sigh out. This next round, we're going to practice what's called a honeybee breath. So after you inhale, on the exhale, the lips will close together. You'll make a humming sound. You'll feel your teeth and your jaw vibrate. It sounds like this. All right. Receive the breath. Sigh it out. Slow inhale through the straw. 2, 3, 4. Honeybee breath out. Inhale through the straw. 2, 3, 4. Honeybee out. Going at your pace. Your inhale and your exhale may be a little bit longer or shorter than mine, and that is okay. This breath work is your practice. So honor the expansion of your lungs. Going for several cycles. I'll cue you when we hit the last one. Completing your last round. Breathing at your pace. Notice the sensations. Feel the tingling in your jaw and mouth and lips. If your seat is causing you tingling or numbness or pain, ease out. Make the adjustments. This practice should not cause pain. Staying with those sensations. The honeybee breath activates our vagal nerve, which innervates all of the organs in our body. And by sounding, by toning in this way, we essentially tune the vibrational frequency of our entire body inside out. So when our anxious energy gives us sporadic highs and lows, we can always come back to the honeybee breath and allow it to tune you, to resonate through you. Receive the breath. Sigh it out. Slowly bringing your eyes to open, fluttering very gently. Again, just notice where you are in your space. Notice how you may feel differently in this moment versus when you first started practice. Staying with your breath. Perhaps you're feeling 10% more calm. And know that you held the power in that. You guided your body to this state. And we affirm, I am powerful. I have a say in my present. Receive the breath. Sigh it out. Slowly moving into our first yin posture of butterfly pose. You can stay propped up on your block, but the soles of your feet will come to meet and your knees will open up nice and wide. And I invite you to bring either a block between your feet or maybe stack a pillow or a blanket on top of your feet. Allow the arms to open up nice and wide on your next inhale. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, eagle arms. Right arm will wrap underneath the left and intertwine. If this isn't in your body today, give yourself a big hug. Both are okay. Find your arms, take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, slowly fold forward. Forearms will come to rest on the block or on your feet or the pillow. And if you feel your mind starting to wander, that's okay. Just notice it and allow it to come back with your breath. Bring your attention to your inhales and your exhales. In yin, we hold our poses anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes, which allows the hyaluronic acid and synovial fluids to flood into your joints and connective tissues, tendons, ligaments, fascia. It juices them up and helps them to slide more easily. So if you've noticed tension in your body throughout the day or maybe throughout the week, and you hear that snap, crackle, pop, especially when you wake up in the morning, that's the fuzz that your connective tissue has built up. Protein buildup from being stagnant or from holding tension for extended periods of time. So breathe into this pose. Allow the back body to slowly open up with each inhale. Receive the breath. Sigh it out. Slowly returning the torso back to neutral. Keep your eagle arms. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, cough it out. A deep cough on your next inhale, activating the lower lobes of your lungs. Inhale. Exhale, cough. Slowly unravel the arms, bring them to either side of your hips on the mat. Inhale the chest wall up, heart to the heavens. Exhale, slowly return the torso to neutral, preparing for the opposite side. Inhale, arms extend nice and wide. Eagle wrap left arm underneath the right. Again, or give yourself that hug. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, slowly hinge forward, forearms resting onto the block or blanket. Now, your mind may be wondering, hey Tish, why do you have us coughing in the middle of practice? Well, this particular practice, we are compressing and lengthening our thoracic spine, which houses our rib cage, and the rib cage houses our lungs. And in the fall, and in this age of the pandemic with COVID, there is an attack against our lungs. So this practice, we are activating our lung meridians, the energetic pathways that feed our lungs. And by lengthening and compressing them, we're providing them with a massage that allows for detoxification. So stay with your breath, deliberate inhales and exhales. And as you're here, bring your awareness to 3 things that you're grateful for. It could be gratitude for having the time to make it to this practice, gratitude for coughing without having an illness, gratitude for clean, hot, running water. Receive the breath. Sigh it out. Slowly lifting the torso back to neutral, preparing for those 3 coughs. Deep breath in. Exhale, cough it out. Inhale. Exhale, cough. Last round. Inhale. Exhale, cough. Slowly unravel the arms, place them on either side of your hips on the mat. Inhale, heart lifts up towards the heavens. Throat cracks open. Notice the sensations in your body, in your arms. Slowly returning the torso to neutral. Preparing for our next pose, which is going to be tabletop. Coming onto all fours, hands and knees. If you need, you can place a blanket underneath your knees, actually underneath your shin bones, so that way the patella of your knee floats just off of the edge of the blanket. Knees are hips width distance, shoulders are stacked over the wrists. And once you arrive, take any organic movements that feel good to you here. So perhaps cat-cow, where you inhale, belly drops, chest pulls towards the wall in front of you. Exhale, shoulders round out, navel squeezing into the spine. Maybe make big circles, clock and counterwise. You can bend into one elbow and the other, swaying the hips, swirling the neck, honoring your body in this practice. You carved out the time, you dedicated the energy to your self-care. So give your body what it's asking for right here. You can also roll out your wrists. All right. Slowly making your way into stillness in your tabletop. On the inhale, right leg will extend behind you and cross over the left. Right pinky toe will be rooted onto the mat and chug forwards and backwards as you stretch out your calf. Gaze will come over that left shoulder. Take about 5 chugs forwards and backwards. And once you're complete, we're going to prepare for dragon, also known as a low lunge. So right foot will come outside of the right pinky, inching the toes forward as much as you can, and then sending the hips forward. And if you didn't have a blanket underneath your knee before, you may want to invite it here. Once you arrive, rotate the toes out to 3 o'clock, opening up the inner groin muscle, also known as the psoas. And if this is your edge, stay right here. If you need to, you can bring your hands up onto blocks. Or if your edge is a little bit further, you can come on to the forearms. In this pose, we are activating our root chakra, which lives at the base of our spine. It houses ancient memory. It's where our reproductive organs receive their energy from. And as we know, the memory there has evolved over hundreds of thousands of years. Ancestral knowledge and intuition that, if we're open to it, can guide us through our daily lives. And we may have forgotten this knowledge, this wisdom that lives within us. So in this pose, I invite you to remember. Staying with your breath. Almost there. Stay with it. Receive the breath. Side out. If you're on your forearms, slowly come onto your hands. Bring the toes back to 12 o'clock. We're gonna go for half hurdler stretch. So extending into that right leg. Happy toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Hands will come to either side of that right leg. If you need to bring blocks to invite the floor up to you, do that. Exhale, fold you in deeper. Enjoying the rebound. Receive the breath. Side out. Slowly making your way back into tabletop, bending into that right knee, allowing it to meet the left. Organic movement here. 5 breaths. Do what feels good. Some hip circles, shoulder circles. Swirling up the neck. And as you're complete, we'll meet in stillness, preparing for the opposite side. Inhale, left leg extends behind you, cross it over the right. Gaze comes over that right shoulder. Left pinky toe is rooted down. We want to show it some love too, right? Chugging forwards and backwards for 5 breaths. And once you're complete, bringing left foot outside of the left pinky, your thumbs may need to touch in order to create space on your mat. Inching the left toes forward as much as you can. The further you inch forward, the less pressure that will be on your shoulders. Send the hips forward and then rotate those toes to 9 o'clock. In the arms, you can stay high on the hands or bring blocks underneath, or take it lower and come onto the forearms. And you may notice that this side might be very different than the right side, and that's okay. Again, this is practice, not perfection. We honor our authentic selves here. And our authentic selves may be tighter on one side than the other. Staying with your breath. Allowing the ligaments of your hip flexors to slowly unfold. Imagine a pleated skirt, and with each passing second, with each passing breath, the pleats slowly unfold, lengthening. Notice where your mind is going here. Is it saying, Tish, get me out of this pose? Is it resisting? Are you in pain because you should not be? If you are, make the adjustments. And if you're butting up against that mental resistance, just notice. Perhaps inquire. Because we're activating our root chakra, there are some very dense energies that live there that may not have been cleared. So things are going to bubble up. You may get a little emotional, and that's okay. Allow it to flow, just like your breath. Inhale, exhale, not attached. Inhale, exhale. Receive the breath. Sigh it out. Slowly making your way onto your hands, bringing the toes back to 12 o'clock, extending into that left leg for half hurdle or stretch. Activating the hamstring, the back of the leg, fold in as you exhale. Enjoy the rebound. Notice the sensations here. There might be anger, frustration, sadness, relief. Just notice. And know that you are safe. Affirm that I am protected. I am whole. Receive the breath. Side out. Slowly bending into that left knee. Making your way through tabletop to sit onto your bottoms as we prepare for our final resting, which is going to be heart bench. For heart bench, you will need a block. We're going to create a little incline to support our back body, and either pillows or folded blankets. And you want the bottom of the pillow to sit just at the lower part of your spine. Slowly recline back onto your setup. And the legs are dealer's choice. So if you want to keep them bent, you can. If you want to come back to butterfly where the soles meet and the knees are out wide, or if you want to bring them straight out. Palms can be face up here. And before we settle into our final resting, we're going to do a little self-assist. And we're going to find our lung meridian acupressure point. So take your right hand, 2 fingers of your right hand, find the hollow at the base of your neck, slowly guide it across your collarbone until you feel a little speed bump just before you hit the cuff of your shoulder. Drag the 2 fingers down about 2 to 3 inches, and you'll find a space between your pectoral muscle, your chest muscle, and your shoulder cuff. Right there is the starting point of your lung meridian. So you can apply as much or as little pressure as you'd like. And I invite you to come back to that honeybee breath here. So inhaling for 2, 3, 4, exhale, honeybee. Going at your pace. 4 more rounds. And as you're complete, right hand will find the base of your left thumb. So just on the inside of that left palm, this is where your lung meridian ends. You can apply slight pressure here as well as on your left thumb pad. And take 4 cycles of breath. Option to bring the hands just onto the belly so that way your arms aren't floating with tension. And once you're complete, bring
The right hand down the left arm, sweeping out the dense energy that we're clearing. For 3 rounds, just drag and sweep. And we'll move to the opposite side. Left 2 first fingers will find the hollow at the base of your neck. Guide it along the right collarbone. Find the speed bump. Drag the fingers down 2 to 3 inches. Find that space between chest muscle and shoulder cuff. And apply the pressure here. Honeybee breath, 4 rounds. As you complete, left hand will find the base of the right thumb, just inside the palm, applying pressure there or on the right thumb pad for the end point of the lung meridian. 4 rounds of breath. Bringing left hand to the right shoulder, drag the dense energy out through the right fingertips for 3 rounds. Just a picture that gunk, the buildup, just leaving your body. Inviting the nourishing air in and allow the arms to drop to either side of your heart bench. yourself. In spiritu. Know that you are inspiration. Know that spirit lives within you and you within spirit. In that which is greater. In source. You hold divine magic within you. You just forgot that it was there. And that's okay. In this practice, we remember. We remember our wonder. We remember to marvel at the beauty that is you, that is me. And we affirm, I belong. I am grounded. I am source. I am blessed. Receive the breath and sigh it out. Sealing our practice with one hand over our heart and one hand over our belly. Receive the breath. Sigh it out. Ashe, and so it is. Namaste.